Motherfucker, you look like the cat who ate the canary.
This here's our first step toward breaking Marcano and taking over the city. I hear what y'all got to say, but I decide who gets the turf, and in the end, my decision is final.
Yeah, sure thing, I get it. But don't forget, my guys stepped up for you. They're working that hideout like it was already theirs. And it should stay that way.
Considering I've got men in the area as well, it looks as if you're trying to keep us guessing.
When you finish listening to the Who's Got the Bigger Pecker contest, I'll be here ready to take over this part of the city.
You gotta see all the angles, Lincoln. What's the word, Lincoln? I get it. You gotta consider all your options.
This one's all you, Burke.
Can't wait to get started on her, on everyone that comes after her as well.
So now I gotta go tell my guys their work was for nothing. Jesus Christ. This ain't going over well with them or me. Don't let this happen again.
Y'all can sit out the next one, 'cause I'll be damned if it ain't coming to me.
We're done for now. You'll hear from me if I need you.
Welcome to the party, lad. Now, if only we had a couple of pints.
Turns out there's at least one sane motherfucker in Marcano's crew. Enzo Conti backed away clean. No one's moving anything through Barclay Mills without paying up to us.
Irish ain't ever had as much money as what we got here working with you. And we're committed to squeezing every last goddamn dime out of this town.
Things are humming along in the holler. Of course, it's the only district I had to focus on so far. I say it's time to throw these rackets here my way.
Shit didn't play out my way last time. I did everything you asked, and still, nothing. Eventually I'll get over it, but sliding this district my way would sure speed up the process.
Think long and hard about this.
Ain't had a lot of people stand by me through it all. Joe was one of a kind.
You give this to me, Marcano's gonna shit himself.
Trust ain't something that comes easy to me, kid. But I wish it did.
Wait till they see the Irish rolling up the streets.
This turf's going to the Irish.
And what, pray tell, do you propose I say to my men who put their lives on the line for you? Forget it. There's nothing to be said, nothing that justifies it.
Motherfucker, I was running vice rackets when you was still shitting your diapers. Fuck this.
Apologies, Lincoln. I couldn't quite focus on account of all the crying and nappy shitting from the two little babbies we got here.
We'll talk later. Get on out of here.
Thanks for making time for us.
Tony DeRazio just kissed the pavement outside the Royal Hotel. Downtown is ours. Kavar Construction and the sham work sites, the Imperial, and all the limp dicks who owe the mob money, we own it all.
You were starting to give me the impression that I might not be a real important part of this crew. Twice, Turf came to this table and went someplace that wasn't me. That's not an easy thing for a guy like me to take. But now my guys got all the action here locked down and ready to go. All you gotta do is say the word, and the money starts rolling in.
You come in here preaching patience and understanding, yet out there, you just fuck with us. Last time you called me to secure one of those rackets, I didn't see jack shit for it. This time you don't call me at all. Consider yourself warned, 'cause I'm on the fucking edge.
None of us here are looking to run a fucking charity. Help folks, maybe. But when it comes to making money and having real power in this town, there's no such thing as too much. Even if I am running most of the action around here.
Feels like a knife is being twisted in my fucking back. Don't forget who you're dealing with, Lincoln.
When this is all said and done, think about who you want standing at your back.
I know you were expecting this territory, Cassandra, but I think it's best to go with Burke here.
Motherfucker! This right here, pal, it ain't fucking okay! You hear me?
Shut your fucking mouth and show some fucking respect, Vito.
Don't fucking say another goddamn word unless it's to apologize or give me some action. I'm tired of being fucked like some $3 hooah.
You can't leave folks on like you're doing, Lincoln. These are real lives you fucking with, brother. Everybody has a breaking point, and I'm damn close to mine.
I've heard enough, Vito, and I'll take it into consideration. Time to get back at it. Let's clear out.
Guess this is where we find which direction you and I are headed. So you decided to toss a wrinkle in an already complicated situation. Only calling me to secure half this action suggests you may waver in your support of me. But motherfucker, I certainly hope you don't.
You need to let this play out, Cassandra. I understand your position, but I need to hear from everyone.
If you're concerned about Cassandra, you ought to re-examine your fucking priorities. You can't survive in this business by reacting to the emotional state of any asshole who comes along.
I know things with the lady over here are tense, but that's your problem. Me boys got half this district secured for you. If I gotta go explain that their work was for nothing, it'll be nothing but bad news.
You'll do what's right here, Lincoln, or there will be blood in the streets of the holler again.
Think long and hard about this.
I know you were expecting this territory, Cassandra, but I think it's best to go with Burke here.
God damn it! You no different than Marcano, Georgia, or Sammy. Except because you had a real chance to do something good for the holler. But you turned your back once again on the people who loved you.
I warned you about her. From the start. Get her back in line or deal with her. I don't give a fuck which. Then you make it right with me.
This is bad, Lincoln. We got too much going on to have a loose cannon like that out there. She needs to be dealt with.
I know. I'll take care of her, don't worry. For now, we're done here. I'll circle up with you later on.
Heard about Cassandra. That bitch got what was coming to her. Don't waste no more time on her. Talk to me.
Cassandra won't cause us any more trouble. Let's talk business. Come morning, this city's gonna learn that their dear old Uncle Lou didn't die out there in the swamps when his riverboat sank. And with Lou dead, Sal's gonna be scrambling to figure out his next move. Meanwhile, we're gonna take control of the plowhouse, the cistern, and all the drinking and fucking in the French ward.
You've got a 50-50 split of the rackets here, lad. And that's a mess made of your own doing. But I'll say this much. You came to me to run a part of the city last time. And I'd say it's worked out well for both of us.
No disrespect, but giving Potato Lover over there part of this city is like throwing it away. I got half this turf secured for you. So if you want this thing, we gotta make real money. Send it my way.
When this is all said and done, think about who you want standing at your back.
Don't forget who you're dealing with, Lincoln.
Sammy raised you right, lad. Trust your instincts.
This turf's going to the Irish.
Don't matter your shade. You're just another two-faced scumbag like everybody else. And I'm through with it.
If you're looking for words of advice from me, execute the motherfucker.
Vito's gonna know this is coming. Gotta be smart. Taking my time. Don't make this harder than it needs to be, Vito.
Damn thing's empty anyway. I'd always thought you'd be different from those other cocksuckers. That fat Derek Papalato, Alberto Clemente, Leo Galante, but no. Always somebody waiting to fuck me.
Nobody forced you to get greedy. You could have sat back, been content, watched the money roll in. But nah, that wasn't enough for you.
Fuck you. I gave up everything for this life, everything. Look where I ended up. I deserve better. Fuck you.
No stalling, lad. Is this goddamn city finally ours?
You better believe it is. And I couldn't be more pleased that I got here with you, Burke. Danny never believed we got this far.
Nothing but ass-kicking, brick-breaking, and money-making for us, son.
This last piece of the city goes to you, Burke. You've earned this and more.
Like you had another fucking choice. Cassandra was a hell of a woman. It's unfortunate she let her pride drag her down in the end. Failed to see the bigger picture, but I still admire her spirit. Scaletta was a right fucking cunt if I ever met one. So I say fuck him. You did a bang-up job here, lad. A goddamn dream come true. Can't wait to see where we go from here.
Outside of Sammy and Ellis, there ain't no one I'd rather be here with than you, Burke.
Is he dead?
Yeah, he's dead. Him and Georgie both.
It's the best news I've heard in ages. Can we get an amen, Padre?
So what happens now?
What do you mean what happens now? It's over. Done. Finished.
I ain't talking to you. Just cause Sal Marcano's dead, Lincoln, doesn't mean it's over. Now what you did and the size of it all, you created a storm in this here city, and it's gonna take a long time for it to dissipate, if it ever does.
With Marcano dead, New Bordeaux belongs to me. Ain't nobody left to stand in my way.
You can't be serious. The point of this wasn't to replace Marcano, it was to remove him. This city's done gone through enough. It doesn't need another Sal Marcano.
This city? You've got to be fucking kidding me. This city is a cesspool. It's where people come to fuck and drink and get high.
You watch your filthy mouth.
It's what the city is, Padre. If it's not giving another Sal Marcano, it's gonna shit one out.
He's right. If it ain't gonna be me, it's gonna be somebody else. Probably somebody worse.
Amen.
Hank. You remember what you told me when you came back from the war? How you wanted to go to California, leave all this behind, and just start all over?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it ain't too late, Lincoln. You can still go. Go. And don't look back.
Listen, I'd love to stay here and debate the merits of one crime boss over another, but I've got a schedule to keep. Bit of advice, though. The scumbags you've been working with, kill them. All of them. Bury them before they bury you, buddy. I'll be seeing you, Padre.
God forgive me for standing by you through all this, Lincoln. But if you do anything except leave, we're finished. You hear?
Pop.
A man's soul can only carry so much. And mine is on the verge of breaking.
Sal and Georgie are gone. And after all the shit we've been through, we run this city.
Now, that's the kind of news you never get tired of hearing.
It ain't personal. What in the fuck?
You want to know what happened to Lincoln? After he killed those people he worked with, I realized that he was no different from Sal Marcano. So I put a bomb under his car. The things he did, that what he turned into. I did some things in my life. Things that I regret. But killing Lincoln Clay isn't one of them. He carved his path out all on his own.
After everything he did, all the people he killed? No. The car bomb was too quick, too clean. Sometimes I wonder when that priest, Father James Ballard, he identified the body. Some nights when I'm down here, going over it all again, I swear I hear footsteps upstairs. It sounds like combat boots. No, I know it's just this old house creaking and moaning. Well, when it happens, I can't help but wonder if it's Lincoln Clay coming to take what's left of my life.
Sal and Georgie are gone. And after all the shit we've been through, we run this city.
Now, that's the kind of news you never get tired of hearing.
We're not here because of what I did, or because of what any of y'all did. We're here because we stood together. And as long as we stay strong, ain't no one ever gonna fuck with us.
After he killed Sal Marcano, Lincoln Clay took over. But he wasn't content just to run the city. He expanded out across the South into Florida and even the Carolinas. There's so much money coming in, and he's been smart with it. He spreads it around, makes sure the right people get paid and stay paid. The city's favorite son, Yeah. Rebuilding the Hollow, buying up Frisco Field, reopening the theme park, all that money and goodwill. He thinks it's made him untouchable, but no one is untouchable. He might have plastered his name across a few schools and hospitals, made donations to a charity here and there, but nothing absolves him of his crimes. That's why I agreed to do this documentary. I want to shine a light on the real Lincoln Clay.
Lincoln gave in to everything. Drugs, booze, prostitutes, you name it. If he made $1, He was involved. Seeing him on the news, strutting around. Sometimes I think he should have died over at Sammy's with all the rest of them. There'd be kind of a peace in that. Turn it off! Nothing else to say about any of this.
After Lincoln Clay vanished, Thomas Burke assumed control of the city. According to his daughter, Burke's liver was riddled with cancer. He should have lived maybe, another 6 months. But that selfish bastard used the money Lincoln left him to go to Mexico and get a black market transplant. And then he hung around for another 16 years. Now, he flooded the city with booze, then expanded into drugs, first heroin, then cocaine. He used the same infrastructure he'd set up for moonshining, and within a year or so, most of the cocaine entering the country came through here. Anyway, Burke was one of the wealthiest men in the southern United States. Hell, he bought himself a seat on the city council and got the township's name legally changed to Bourbon City. But all that cocaine attracted other criminals, and Burke went to war with the Cuban gang. Shootouts in the streets, car bombs, a brothel burned to the ground. When the Cubans called him out, Burke came, armed with an M60 and grenades. He killed 8 men before they put him down, and that was 1984. And since then, no one has sat on the throne for more than a few months. The city is still a lawless fool's paradise. After Sal Marcano's death, Lincoln Clay disappeared. The Bureau deprioritized the investigation after a few months, but I keep an active file. In 1971, I tracked him to a California shipyard where he was working under an assumed name. By the time we got there, though, he was gone. The trail went cold, and by 77, 78, I figured he was dead. But then I got a report of someone matching his description working with the Colombians. Since then, there's a new sighting of him every couple of years.
Lincoln made it out to California. Worked at the shipyards for a few years. Met him a woman. Seemed like he was gonna get married, but then it all came apart. Don't know why. And he started moving around. He went to Alaska, New York, South America. He even went back to Vietnam. I still get postcards from time to time. I think Lincoln wasn't able to accept the world for what it is, or his place in it.
Someday, he's going to get tired of running, or make a mistake, And I'll be waiting. I promise you that.